Did you know that 1 in 4 relationships are considered toxic? What does that say about the patterns we fall into? Today, we dive into the murky waters of toxic relationships. It's crucial to recognize the signs of unhealthy relationship patterns. These can range from subtle manipulations to overt abuses of power. By understanding these patterns, we equip ourselves with the knowledge to make healthier relationship choices. Identifying these patterns is the first step to transforming your relationship experience. Constant blame is a red flag in any relationship, but how does it manifest? In the dance of dialogue that makes up our daily interactions, blame often steps on the toes of trust and communication. When one partner consistently blames the other, it's not just a misstep. It's a pattern that can erode the very foundations of a relationship. This relentless blaming creates an environment where open communication starts to wither, and trust, the root of all partnerships, begins to decay. Now, it's essential to distinguish between harmful blaming and constructive criticism. Constructive criticism aims to address specific issues and encourages growth and improvement. It's like a coach giving pointers to better your game. On the other hand, harmful blaming is more about pointing fingers without offering solutions. It's destructive and serves only to belittle, leading to a plummet in self-esteem and personal value. Shifts in blame can often lead to one partner bearing an unfair share of guilt, which skews the relationship's balance and impacts emotional well-being. When blame becomes a common language, it might be time to reevaluate the relationship. Jealousy isn't just a green-eyed monster, it's often a control tactic. In every relationship, a smidge of jealousy can sometimes appear, but it's the nature of this jealousy that truly defines its impact. Healthy jealousy is typically fleeting and resolved through communication and reassurance. However, when jealousy serves as a foothold for controlling behaviors, it morphs into something far more sinister. Controlling behaviors often masquerade as concern. A partner might insist on knowing every detail of your schedule or whom you're chatting with, not out of genuine concern, but as a means to keep tabs on you. This can extend to dictating what you wear, who you see, and even limiting your access to others under the guise of protection or just caring a lot. Such actions can significantly undermine personal freedom and respect. They breed an environment where one's autonomy is constantly questioned, leading to a relationship that feels more like a prison than a partnership. True love empowers, it does not cage. Silence can be golden, but in a relationship it can also be a weapon. In the dance of love, every step, every gesture holds meaning, including the steps not taken. When words fall away, not out of contemplative peace but as a tool of exclusion, silence shifts from being a solace to a sword. The silent treatment, a common yet often misunderstood form of emotional manipulation, emerges subtly but can leave deep scars. This weaponized silence is far from the healthy pauses in conversation that allow for personal reflection or cooling down. It is rather a deliberate act intended to punish, control, or instill fear. By choosing not to speak, one partner sends a powerful message of disregard, effectively isolating the other, making them feel unworthy of communication, unworthy of notice. The repercussions of such silence reverberate beyond the immediate pain. It erodes trust, builds walls of resentment, and fosters a profound sense of loneliness. Relationships thrive on the exchange of thoughts and feelings. When one resorts to silence as a form of control, it undermines the very foundations of partnership and intimacy. Communication is the bridge to understanding, not silence. Ever doubted your reality because someone insisted you're remembering it wrong? This is gaslighting, a covert form of manipulation that makes you question your own sanity. Let's delve into what this truly entails. Gaslighting is when someone manipulates you by distorting the truth, making you doubt your memories, perceptions, and even your sanity. Imagine a partner who constantly dismisses your feelings, contradicts your memory of events, or outright denies something you know to be true. For example, if you bring up a specific incident, they might say that never happened, or you're just overreacting. The psychological impact of gaslighting can be profound. It chips away at your self-esteem and can leave you feeling confused, anxious, and isolated. Victims often struggle with a persistent sense of self-doubt and may grow overly dependent on the gaslighter for their version of reality. Recognizing gaslighting is the first step to combating it. Be attentive to patterns where your feelings or memories are consistently invalidated. Does the person often rewrite the narrative to make you the antagonist? Do they use your insecurities against you? These are red flags. Confronting gaslighting requires clarity and support. Start by trusting your instincts and memories. Keep a record of conversations and events. Journals, don't forget. Seek support from friends or a therapist who can provide an unbiased perspective. Most importantly, set boundaries with the gaslighter. Firmly assert your truth and do not waver in the face of their manipulation. Awareness is your shield against the subtlety of gaslighting. Ever felt stuck in a loop in your relationship? Let's talk about the breakup and makeup cycle. This cycle resembles a roller coaster, where emotional highs are quickly followed by plummeting lows, only to rise again. Each reunion may feel exhilarating, as if rekindling a lost love, but this is often short-lived. The repetitive nature of breaking up and making up can forge what feels like an addictive bond, trapping partners in a loop that's hard to escape. What starts as an intense attachment can evolve into a toxic pattern, one that prioritizes emotional dependency over genuine connection. This isn't just about the thrill of reconciliation, it's about the fear of being alone, the anxiety of uncertainty, and the comfort of familiarity, even when it's harmful. The signs? You might notice increasing anxiety, a sense of being emotionally drained, or a persistent unhappiness that shadows even your joyful moments together. Breaking the cycle is key to finding stability. Neglect can be as loud as any argument. In the realm of relationships, the silence of neglect and the chill of indifference can echo through the heart with unsettling clarity. Neglect isn't marked by shouting or overt conflict. Instead, it manifests in the overlooked morning greetings, the unreturned calls, and the unmet emotional needs. This quiet erosion can often be more damaging than any word spoken in anger. Now, it's crucial to distinguish between giving space and disengagement. Giving space is a mutual understanding, a respectful distance that supports personal growth. Disengagement, on the other hand, is a withdrawal, a signal that the emotional investments in the relationship are dwindling. The former is healthy, the latter, a red flag. The long-term effects of feeling unvalued or ignored can be profound. It may lead to diminished self-esteem, a sense of isolation, or worse, the normalization of one's needs being perpetually unmet. In a relationship, being truly present means engaging, responding, and participating in the shared journey of life. Being present is more than just being there. Recognizing when to walk away can be as important as fighting for a relationship. It's a truth that, while hard to face, can be a turning point towards healing and personal growth. Let's delve into the signs that it's time to say enough. Firstly, consider your emotional health. Are you more often sad than happy? Does the relationship drain rather than energize you? These feelings are significant indicators. Additionally, if you find yourself constantly justifying your partner's harmful behavior to yourself or others, it might be time to reevaluate. Respect is a cornerstone of any healthy relationship. If it's lacking, where you're regularly subjected to criticism, contempt, or disrespect, these are clear signals that the environment is toxic. Remember, prioritizing your well-being and happiness isn't selfish. It's necessary. If these signs resonate with you, consider reaching out for support. Talk to trusted friends, family members, or seek professional help. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is to choose yourself. Let's recap the signs of a toxic relationship and how you can respond. We began with the shocking truths that sometimes what feels like love can actually be harmful patterns. We touched on the blame game, where constant fault-finding replaces constructive communication. Then, we explored jealousy and control, highlighting how these can suffocate freedom and self-expression. We discussed the silent treatment, a passive-aggressive tactic that can leave scars deeper than words ever could. We also delved into the role of the invisible aggressor, where emotional manipulation subtly undermines one's sense of reality. The cycle of breakup and makeup was another critical area, showing how repeated disruptions can create a roller coaster of emotions rather than a steady foundation for love. And let's not forget the damage caused by neglect and indifference, where the lack of attention speaks volumes about a relationship's health. As we close, stress the importance of awareness and action. Encourage everyone to seek relationships that bring joy, growth, and the best in each other. Remember, recognizing toxic patterns is about protecting and empowering yourself. You deserve a relationship that brings out the best.